Hey everyone, welcome to Pipes, Tobacco, and Whiskey. So we just got back from the deer lease not too long ago. Frigid weekend. Didn't really see anything, but we had a good time out there anyway. We decided that we wanted to do a first impressions video. And a buddy of mine gave me a sample of some Ken Byron. We hadn't done Ken Byron
in a long time.
In a long time. And so I thought this would be a good time to do a first impressions on Verge Engine Overdrive. Now, this one is a Virginia Perique. It's by Ken Byron Ventures. It's a ribbon, doesn't have any toppings or flavorings on it. The strength on this one's a medium. Taste on this is medium to full. And then we'll talk about some other things as we go along. Now, I do want to give you a heads up that this one is from October of 2020. So it's already, two years old. But it's been vacuum sealed in this Mylar Ziploc bag. So I'm not convinced that when you vacuum seal it,
that it does the same aging as it would in a...
It probably ages, but a lot slower.
Yeah.
Than what you would in a mason jar or something like that. So part of what we do with our first impressions is the 10 notes. So we're just going to open this up. We haven't loaded our bowls yet, so we'll have to come back and do that one. So here we go. Ready?
Yes.
All right. Here we go. What is wrong?
You're right to write it down. Balsamic vinegary on the 10 note. Yeah, like right to the eye.
Wow.
Yeah, right to the eyes.
That is
not bad. Not bad.
That's just got some acidity.
Yeah, some vigor. It's there in your face. Oh, it kind of reminds me of some of the... You know, that weird, tangy, ketchup-y smell that you'll get from some McClellan blends or some of the Sutliff things that we've tried before. Man, it's got it. It's got it in there. It's very, very tangy, very tart.
There's a vinegar. I don't know if maybe that's an additive that they put in that or not.
No idea. But it's got good breadiness to it as well.
Yeah, a little bit of fruit, kind of dark fruit, like raisins in it, maybe.
Some of your typical Virginia Perique kind of smells, but the one that really stands out the most is I'm enjoying that tangy tart smell. Now I will say that is straight to the head, right when I smelt it.
Yeah, well, you stuck your face in it, like, you know.
I was excited. I am a vapor fan, so this was one that I was kind of like, yes, I want to try this. I've heard good things about it.
Some kind of a fruitiness in there too, some acidic fruitiness, like a lime.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking.
Or a lemon, I don't know, but lime kind of more.
Yeah, I'm excited.
There's also kind of a smoky, dusty,
kind of
earthy kind of smell to that as well.
Man, it's just... It really reminds me of when we eat sometimes and we'll have like the toasted loaf, and I always dip it in oil and vinegar. It's got that smell to it to me. It's got that vinegariness, some bready earthiness to it.
It really smells great.
Yeah, it does. I like it.
It smells like food.
It makes me hungry. It does.
Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and load our bowls up, so we'll get back to you guys in a second on this. All right, so we're back. We got everything loaded and lit, so let's go ahead and start talking about it. Now, we already talked about the 10 notes a little bit. Let's talk about some of the tastes that we might be getting.
So,
first of all, I was surprised at how moist this still was after 2 years. But we said those Mylar bags, there's nothing going out, nothing coming in, and so they're gonna, whatever the condition of the tobacco is when they package it, that's gonna stay like that for a while. There's a nice little sweetness coming from this, along with a nice tanginess as well.
Yes, the Virginias kind of remind me of We just did it recently. Red Virginia flake. Or no, Red Virginia cake.
You're talking about the crumble cake, the Sutliff crumble cake.
Is it the crumble cake?
Yeah, the Red Virginia crumble cake.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know it said Red Virginia. That's the one I keep buying.
Yeah, those are great tobaccos. You know, going back to that, I placed them in order: Red Virginia first, it's English second, English number 1 second, and the Virginia Perique third.
Yes.
I'm going to switch the Virginia Perique with the English. I think now, after letting it sit in the jar for a while, that the Virginia Perique is better than the English.
That's what I'm trying to determine with this one. Because like you said, it is 2 years old. I mean, it wasn't a Mylar bag, so there shouldn't be much change that happened to it. But I will say the Periques are very mild-mannered in this one that I'm noticing. There's no bite. There's no harshness to it. There's a little bit, I mean, your typical Virginia vapor type thing where you get that tangy bite that sometimes hits the back of your throat.
Yeah.
Where it warrants you from taking more than what you should in one puff. Else you're coughing up a lung. But it's still very subdued. To the 10 note.
Yeah.
Subdued to the 10 note. Because
the 10 note's stronger than the taste.
I was about to say, because I'm not unhappy with the way it is.
You know?
But I do find that I was like, man, I was expecting more of a pow right in the kisser.
Yeah.
You know?
To me, I'm getting a pretty equal balance between the Perique flavors and the Red Virginia flavors. Now, there's probably more than just... even by looking at it, yes, there's more than just Red Virginias in this.
Yes.
There's some bright Virginias in this as well.
Probably some fermented things and stuff like that.
But I'm getting mostly the Red Virginia and the Perique taste. So I get this tangy sweetness. I get some spice. There's just a light floral hint to it.
Yeah.
I get some fruity tastes in here as well. Like maybe plum or fig. But predominantly it's that tangy sweet and spice. So to me that speaks Red Virginia and Perique. That's what that is to me.
Yeah. This is a very balanced smoke, I would say. Overdrive. I'm wondering where it got the name.
Well, that would be something that we'd have to check with Ken Byron Ventures on. I don't know exactly. I know there's a Verge engine, and then there's a Verge engine Overdrive.
I'm wondering.
To me, maybe it has more Perique in it. Possibly. I've not tried the other one. And this is really the first time that I'm really trying this out of the bag. I've had it before once, and it was a little more dried out than this. And the sweetness comes out a little bit more when it's dried out. So I would suggest that this dries out a little bit more. But saying that, it's a typical Virginia Perique. To decide whether it's something for me to go and buy continuously, I would have to age some of it and dry it out, put it in a jar, let it sit for a year or so to decide whether I wanted to get more of it. Because there's some other Virginia Periques out there that I like as well, or maybe even more, especially after sitting for a while.
See, I enjoy this blend. I'm really... It's playing with me a bit. Because it still gives that vapor kick where it's like, you don't want to do too fast, man. You're going to hurt yourself. You're going to hurt yourself. You're going to hurt yourself. But every time I still test the limits with it, it just gives a good mouthfeel, very rich smoke. But there's no bite. There's no harshness. It's not hitting me.
It smokes
and
easy.
And it smokes easy. Smokes very clean so
easy.
far. And it's doing very, very well.
I can see where the strength level on this, where they say it was medium to full, Yeah.
It almost makes me want to buy a bag and try it fresh. And just say, no, I'm going to try this right off the shelf, right when I got it. Just so I can compare, is it the age that's on this particular
That mellowed
blend?
it, kind of balanced it out
Yes.
a little bit. Yeah.
Or is it, this is what the smoke is. It's just mellowed a bit because it's a Mylar bag. I'm not really sure.
Yeah. Well, we said that this already was still pretty moist after 2 years. So let's go to the room note. What do you think about the room note on this?
Pleasant to tolerable to me. Probably to most people. It doesn't leave a strong resistance, if you know what I'm saying. There's not a smell that basically says, hey, this is a smoker's smoke it. It says, you try some.
Yeah. This, to me, is a typical vapor scent as far as the room note goes. So there's nothing really different about that than other vapors I've tried. Although this smell, this room note, seems to linger a little longer than some of the others.
I think so too.
Yeah, but it's a pleasant smoke.
Yeah, I can't get over how easy it is because it has the taste that it's going to be a harsh vapor. It has the tin note that is going to be a,
and
take your time, work this over for the next hour to hour and 20 minutes. Kind of
and
smoke.
I kind of put it in a small bowl because I didn't want to.
And I packed mine halfway.
Yeah,
because
that's
I didn't
a big bowl.
Yeah, because I was like, I don't know how this is going to go. I don't want to sit here for the rest of the evening, miss dinner, and all that because I'm enjoying a smoke. And I'm finding myself being able to power through it and enjoy it at the same time.
Yeah.
And I think that's a testament to the type of the quality of tobacco that's being used in it. I like it.
It's good. Nicotine. What do you think?
This is a medium nicotine.
Yeah, medium.
Can't tell if it's because I haven't eaten yet, or if it's because that's just. But vapors have always been a little more on the.
Yeah, the Perique has
stronger
has
side.
a little more nicotine content than normal. Yeah, I'm going to say medium plus. Not quite strong, but definitely medium plus. Yeah, because you can feel it a little bit.
Yeah.
It's kind of relaxing.
Yes, that's where you're just kind of mellowing, and you just want to. You're sitting here sipping on the smoke, and it's because it plays with you like you can, and then if you want to take a good bellow, a good draw out of it, it seems like it's forgiving enough to allow you to do that every now and then.
Yeah. So, a couple of things about this one that I kind of looked up and found out about. First of all, I'm not getting any bite or harshness from this at all. The Virginias and the Perique in this are fermented and aged a little bit. The balance is awesome. It burns pretty good considering how wet it is.
Yeah.
I
haven't had very many
Yeah,
relights.
I thought we were going to have to sit here and work it for a while. And
I said that before we came back was I'm going to have to baby this as we're shooting. So let's just get going. And
it's doing really well. The aftertaste is good on this, and it lingers a little bit. Get a little bit of dampness in the bowl, especially depending on how you pack it and what size of bowl you're using. As far as relights, so far I didn't have any relights, but we'll see as time goes. What do you think about this being an all-day smoke?
Depends on what you do, quite honestly, because I feel that the nicotine buzz is enough to warrant you got to cut out a time of your day to smoke it. It's not going to be on the site smoke while you're working if you're in the heat and the construction and stuff like that. It'll kick your ass.
I'm thinking
now, having said that, on the way, lunch break, things like that, if you're not a frequent smoker, you go through 2, maybe 3 bowls a day tops. Yeah, it's an all-day smoke.
I think vapor veterans would smoke this all day long. Me, once in a while. And it's a good change of pace for me. Yep. Okay, talk about the costs on this. This one is $15 a packet, comes in 2-ounce packets.
Okay.
So that's $7.50 a pack.
ounce.
And some people are like, well, that's expensive for a tobacco, but
In Ken Byron world, KBV.
I think it's a about par for the course because he also that includes shipping.
Yes, that is true.
That includes shipping, and you get a sticker for your mason jar, a label.
That's right. That's right.
To put on there. So I think it's about the same as other tobaccos that you buy in tins or whatever. So $7.50. That's not a big deal.
Well,
the
I
only
mean-
thing is that you have to get on his website a lot.
Yeah.
To check availability.
Yeah, you have to
That's-
when it drops. That you got to be within the next 24 to 48 hours to make sure you get what you're what you're searching for. And the good thing is though is he does kind of put dates next to releases, doesn't he?
Well,
He used
if you
to.
get on his mailing list or
Yes.
or you check him on Instagram,
Yes.
you can see some of the things that are coming out, and you can kind of be ready for it.
For it, yeah.
Yeah, but I haven't seen a lot of his Instagram stuff recently, so I don't know what the deal is, but his website is active. So KBVen.com. You can go to his website and they'll have a selection of all sorts of Ken Byron blends that you can look through and decide if you want to purchase any. I just bought some Byronic Hero
Yep.
the other day because that stuff is about as close to McClellan as I can find.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, well, we're not going to do a rating on this because this is our first smoke ever, and I don't think that's fair. But so far, I'm enjoying this.
I'm impressed.
Yeah.
But like I said, I have to get a bag myself and try it fresh.
Well,
I
we're
gotta know
gonna-
if it's a 2 years or not.
we're going to put this one in a jar and let it sit for a while. Maybe pull it out again around Christmas time and see
what it
how
much
it does.
changes,
Yeah. So we're airing this one just before Thanksgiving. So all y'all out there that celebrate Thanksgiving, we hope you have a great time with
Yep.
your family, with your friends. Time to relax. Don't get caught up in all the Black Friday shopping and things like that. I don't even do that anymore. As a matter of
Places-
fact, I'm going out to the Dearlies.
Yeah, places have so many sales come out early and online and
Online
afterwards
is the
and
way.
stuff like
Yeah.
that now. It's
yeah.
like it's not even worth the hustle to try and get hurt.
Yeah. This is my first relight, and I've been talking. That's why.
Yeah.
All right. Well, next week is going to be our tobacco tasters, and we are doing LJ Peretti's Thanksgiving Day Blend. So hopefully you guys got yours, and you are ready to try that with us. We thought since it's so close to Thanksgiving that we
should.
Yeah, and we haven't picked one for the next time. Since it's close to Christmas, we might do a Christmas blend. I need to get up on
Which
some of the
ones are new.
websites
Yeah.
and see what are still available. But we might do a Christmas blend.
Sounds fun.
Yeah. But if you guys have any suggestions, please send those to us. We'd like to hear from you and see what we can do for our next tobacco tasters. But this one on next week is Thanksgiving Day Blend. Make sure that you get some. I think they still have some. This goes quick, so if you haven't gotten yours, you need to jump on that. All right. Well, Nathan, thanks for coming by.
No problem.
Ready to go out to Dearlies again next weekend?
Yeah, I'd get my chance. Yes.
See if we can get something. Okay, all right. Well, guys, have a great week. Don't forget,
make all your piping moments count.
we sure do appreciate y'all.
Thank you, guys.
Take care.
Happy
we'll see you next
Thanksgiving.
time.